Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you are new to my channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through this simple everyday matte brown makeup that is absolutely perfect for fall. This is a go-to look for me that I love to wear once the leaves start to change color, and there's so many different things you can do to make it your own. Very easy to recreate, so I think you guys are really gonna like it. Let's dive in. I guess now would be a good time to try the Tatcha liquid silk canvas. This is a little tiny sample. I have a whole jar of like travel size and sample size stuff that I'm trying to use up, so let's just go for it. It says it's a lightweight protective primer that is oil free and that you only need 1 pump. Can be used on face and eyes. Very smoothing, it kind of feels like it just filled everything in. Now going in with some Fenty Hydrating Foundation and of course Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Oh, it's just one of those days. I am dropping everything today. All right, now I'm setting my eyelids with a little bit of Hourglass veil. To do this, I'm using the Sigma F35 tapered highlighter brush. Perfect brush when you only want to set certain areas of your face. Also dragging some down onto my nose and chin. They tend to get pretty oily if I don't set them. Moving on to brows, I'll be filling mine in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. Try not to brush too hard because you can actually wind up brushing away the product and it'll disappear completely. Now we can work on the rest of the face. I am still completely hooked on this cream bronzer by Fenty. This one is in the shade Macchiato, so this is what I'll be using to bronze up my face. Tapping right in, and I'm using very light tapping motions to blend it out on the skin. Very lightly going to dust over the areas that I bronzed with a little bit of this powder bronzer, also by Fenty. This one is in the shade Private Island, just so we don't lose that pigmentation, because I noticed that the cream bronzer tends to fade over time if you don't set it with a bronzer. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but I have. No matter how much I build it up and load it on, it just seems to fade. So not drastically, but I just like how it looks with the powder bronzer over top. Now that we're all nice and bronzed, I'm going to add some blush. This is one of BH Cosmetics 4-color blush palettes. This is their Chocolate Orange Truffle edition. I love these little blushes. They are so cute, very inexpensive. You can see you get 4 different colors to pick from. I personally really like mixing them. For this look, I'm gonna mix the top 2 shades together and pop them on my cheeks. Also completely forgot to run some of that bronzer on my nose. All right, I kind of want to do a really nice gold highlight, so for that I'm going to use the Ofra Rodeo Drive Highlighter. This is the most blinding, stunning highlighter I have in my makeup collection, so I am going to go in with a very light hand lightly swirling in there and dusting it on the tops of my cheekbones. Now for the eyes, I definitely want to do something all matte and neutral. Maybe like a simple-ish everyday kind of look. I'm going to use another BH Cosmetics product. This is one of their Sweet Shop eyeshadow palettes. This is their Sugar Cone edition. Love the shades in here. They're all brown, so this palette is right up my alley. How cute is this? And the sprinkles, like the sprinkles, I can't. I think I'm going to stick with the matte row. I kind of want to do something really smoky and gradient. So I'm taking a soft, fluffy brush and starting with the lightest matte shade, which is called Sugar Rush, and adding that all over the lid and crease. I know you can hardly see it and the camera probably isn't even picking it up, but by adding this shade, it's going to help all of the other brown colors blend together. Moving over to the next brown color, which is called Delicious. I would describe this as like a maple syrup hazelnut brown. I'm concentrating this color into the crease and outer V. Also taking some of Delicious down onto the lower lash line. Now I'm moving over to Toasted, which is slightly deeper than Delicious, and basically packing that onto the outer section of my eyelid. I am just going to dip my finger into Toasted and tight line the outer half of my lower lash line. I want to make the eyes pop a little bit more, so I'm running some of the NYX Wonder Pencil into my waterline. I'm actually picking this palette up again. I think instead of doing a dramatic liquid liner, I'm going to use the shade Homemade to do a more subtle shadow liner. So for that, I'm using a Sigma E65 small angle brush. You can totally keep this all matte, but I want to do a little bit of highlighting. Taking that Ofra highlighter again and adding some into my inner corners. Coating my top and bottom lashes with mascara before adding some falsies. I think for this look, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Nude Kate. This is a gorgeous peachy brown color. I think it will tie in with the blush really well. I'm also going to dot on a tiny amount of the Tatcha Monochrome Moment Silky Lip Cream, and she's Unapologetic, just for a little extra hydration, because I'm sure many of you can understand, but this time of year it's getting colder and my lips get really chapped. And that completes this simple everyday matte brown soft fall glam, whatever you want to call it. I love this eye makeup. I think it is so perfect for fall. It's very soft and wearable, but you can also amp up the smokiness if you wanted to do something a little more dramatic. Even the lip, you can always swap out the nude lip for like a deep, dramatic, dark cherry lip. That would pair beautifully with this eye look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.